You can now get up close and personal with the brightest nebula in space in this magical footage released by NASA. The 3D visualization takes you on a surreal tour of the well-known Orion Nebula, but with a twist. For the first time you can see the well-known part of the Milky Way and take a bird's-eye view of its baby stars, gas and dust as it moves in space. Astronomers and visualization specialists have teamed up to create the mesmerizing video, said a NASA statement. The magical footage shows baby stars in the night sky. Image NASA. The 3D visualization takes you on a surreal tour of the well-known Orion Nebula, but with a twist. Image NASA. Astronomers and visualization specialists have teamed up to create the mesmerizing video. Image NASA. The combination of visible and infrared vision of two space telescopes has resulted in a magical experience, allowing you to fly through glowing clouds and newborn stars. Space Telescope Science Institute and the Caltech Infrared Processing and Analysis Center (IPAC) has created the best and most detailed multi-wavelength visualization yet of the photogenic nebula, said NASA. Space Telescope Science Institute's visualization scientist Frank Summers said being able to fly through the nebula's tapestry in 3 dimensions gives people a much better sense of what the universe is really like. THSI is the most detailed visualization of the nebula ever made. Image NASA. The Orion Nebula is visible to the naked eye and at around 1,350 light-years away. Image NASA. The nebula is just 2 million years old. Image NASA. By adding depth and structure to the amazing images, this fly-through helps elucidate the universe for the public, both educating and inspiring. Robert Hurt, lead visualization scientist IPAC, added looking at the universe in infrared light gives striking context for the more familiar visible light views. This movie provides a uniquely immersive chance to see how new features appear as we shift to wavelengths of light normally invisible to our eyes. The Orion Nebula is visible to the naked eye and at around 1,350 light-years away, appears as the middle star in the sword of the constellation Orion, the Hunter. Using 2 space telescopes Hubble and Spitzer, the scientific visualization takes the viewer on a breathtaking flight through the nebula. Image NASA. At only 2 million years old, the nebula is an ideal laboratory for studying young stars and stars that are still forming and offers a glimpse of what might have happened when the Sun was born 4.6 billion years ago. On its website, NASA states a torrent of ultraviolet radiation and stellar winds from the massive, central stars of the trapezium star cluster has carved out a cavernous bowl-like cavity in the wall of a giant cloud of cold molecular hydrogen laced with dust. Using 2 space telescopes Hubble and Spitzer, the scientific visualization takes the viewer on a breathtaking flight through the nebula, following the contours of the gas and dust. Hubble sees objects that glow in visible light, which are typically in the thousands of degrees. Spitzer is sensitive to cooler objects with temperatures of just hundreds of degrees, it states. Spitzer's infrared vision pierces through obscuring dust to see stars embedded deep into the nebula, as well as fainter and less massive stars, which are brighter in infrared than in visible light. The new visualization helps people experience how the 2 telescopes provide a more complex and complete picture of the nebula.